Hello.
Hi, Nomusa, how are you?
Hi, Fanwell.
Good. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit with me for this interview.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to sit with top earners like you.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sitting with a five-figure earner, I know it's going to be valuable
In
to.
Zimbabwe.
Well, I like that. It's going to be very valuable to the people that are going to be watching this interview.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I can see you, I can hear you loud and clear. So yeah, I'll dive right into it. So, would you
Mm-hmm.
mind sharing your background before? I mean, your background and how you came across network marketing.
Okay. Thank you so much, Fanwell, for having me on this call. I mean, it's always a pleasure to work with you. And, it's amazing, to see young people like yourself deciding to change their lives, through this amazing industry of network marketing.
Yeah.
In terms of my background, I come from a very corporate, history in terms of, how I have been working for my income.
Yeah.
I started off as soon as I came out of college.
How
Uh,
is it?
I did a degree, my first degree in chemistry. That was, from the University of Zimbabwe. Got started with the Bulawayo City Council. Worked with them about 15 years, and then moved to the National University of Science and Technology in Bulawayo again. And there I lectured for about 5 years. Then I moved to work with local authorities in Botswana. So as you can see, I've worked in the quasi-government corporate sector,
Yeah.
for quite some time.
There's
And
security there.
yeah, of course. I mean, we thought there was security when we got started. I mean, but then, as economics would have it, the
Yeah.
Zimbabwe dollar vanished into thin air. So everything that we had worked for up to about 2007, 2008 just disappeared.
Yeah.
And that is the reality that we face. And I'm sure a lot of other people in other economies
Yeah.
have faced the same challenge as well. But as you were asking about my background,
Yeah.
well, do you want me to tell you also about how I got started with network marketing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Oh,
there could be someone listening to this and they might have a same story. I mean, we want people to relate so that they can be inspired, so they can work this business.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so, well, having risen through the corporate ladder, working in two different countries, and, coming back home to Zimbabwe to work in a private sector as well, where I had a very executive position, it was, it was quite an eye opener for me to realize that, you know what, on a salary, it is impossible to get the kind of lifestyle that you want. So
yeah,
that is why, as I was progressing in my life, I always had something going on the side. It was
okay,
not network marketing as such, but I looked at other ways of making an extra income. I made cakes and scones and sold them at work, and made birthday cakes for people. I also did some dressmaking, making soft furnishings. Being the scientist that I am, a lot of people are surprised that I have those talents. But those are some things that I like doing on the side,
yeah,
and I use them to make a side income. And then I also did a little bit of cash gardening, where I had some land at a property that I was renting, and I was growing vegetables and I was selling them to my colleagues at work. So that was taking care of my daily expenses, such as buying daily fresh produce that I need at home and things like that.
mm,
But I saw network marketing. I didn't know I was actually getting involved with network marketing. I didn't even know the word network marketing at the
mm,
time. But I got involved with products that I loved to buy, kitchen utensils that I loved to have, some nutritional stuff. So I'm somebody who says to myself, if I can buy it for wholesale, why should I buy it for retail? So I
yeah,
decided to become a rep with all these companies, but really solely for the purpose of buying the products at retail, at wholesale price.
yeah,
I wasn't really marketing, the business. It wasn't until I came to the end of my contract, 2011, working in Botswana, that I said to myself, well, I'm going back home to Zimbabwe. I don't have a job when I go back home. Maybe it's time I gave serious consideration to this business.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how I really realized the value, of what I had in my hands. Because when I got back home for a couple of months, I was not employed. Some money was trickling into my account, through this concept, and eventually, I started earning a residual income, and as they say, the rest is history. Because
Hmm.
I'm now, I say to people, I'm a water, resources manager or a water resources specialist by profession or by training, and a
Yeah.
network marketer by choice. I decided to become a network marketer when
Love
I
that.
realized what I was sitting on and the value of the business when it comes to financial freedom.
Wow, love that. That's an amazing story. So now, as a full-time marketer, because now I know you have recently gone full-time with this. It's not an easy decision to make. You've grown this business from zero up to a five-figure income, and very soon, I mean, in the few months to come, you will be a six-figure income earner. And I know the way you build your business is you dig deep into the ditches, you go and drive depth. And what advice would you give to someone who is new to this industry?
Actually, for me to become, maybe if I can just explain to your audience, how I became, well, sort of semi full time, because I still do consultancy work in my field as
Oh,
and when I decide to take on those consultancy contracts.
oh, is
And
it?
that's what I love about this, because it gives me the freedom to choose. I don't work because I have to, in my profession. I do
Yeah.
that because I want to, as a
Ah,
result of the choices that I have. But
yeah.
it really wasn't by design that I became full time with network marketing. The company that I came back to work for in Harare, it actually shut down in April of 2014. For some time, I held on to the dream of going back into the world of employment. But then I realized, after a couple of months of sending out applications and realizing that, what, this is the turning point. When God closes a door,
Mm,
we spend so much time knocking on it, trying to open it again, when
yeah.
He is saying, look somewhere else. So that's how I became what you could call full time in network marketing.
Yeah.
Now, the advice that I would give to a new person who has just, become a business representative in any network marketing company is connect with your leader, connect with your
Okay.
sponsor, and it depends on the structure of the organization. But you can always find somebody who can mentor you. If you really look hard enough, you will find somebody who will mentor you, even if the sponsor, does not come through and support you in this business. But the most important thing that I will advise is plug into the training. I'm
Okay.
sure the previous network marketing companies that I had been with as a hobby. If the
Mm,
person who introduced me had bothered to tell me about training events, etc., etc., probably I would have realized earlier, the value of this. So
mm,
plug into the training. When your sponsor tells you about training events, don't think that it's for their benefit. It's for your benefit for you
yeah.
to attend the training. Because when you meet other network marketers, you see those who have achieved results in your own organization that you are working with. That's when you realize, and your belief shoots through the ceiling once you've exposed yourself to that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, also, I think I would advise that you also focus on personal development as well, because many of us who are coming into the network marketing industry, we're not really thinking about a business the day that we saw the presentation that we saw.
Yeah.
But when we saw it, we realized there was an opportunity, and some of us were still not quite so sure. Just like I was, really not so sure whether I was cut out for the business until
Mm,
I plugged into the training, started reading, personal development books and books about network marketing as well, because
mm,
they explained to me and opened up the mystery that is a network marketing. Because to a lot of people, network marketing is very mysterious, and
okay.
there's something about it that makes people think that it's like some magical thing that you are not supposed to talk about or something like that. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you plug into the system, meet others who are doing the same business and who are succeeding in it, and pick up the stories from there, and you realize, wow, these are real people from the same similar background as myself, and they are making it happen. This is when you will believe and really take the business seriously. So plug into the training, as I said, read personal development books, listen to audios and videos, and look for somebody who will coach you and mentor you. They may not necessarily be a sponsor, but find somebody in the network marketing industry who can take care of your needs.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I can relate on that because my sponsor quit on me a year ago, and I came across you, and you started taking me by your hand, and you started helping me to dive deep into this business. I mean, I have a lot of people now who are getting results just because of your support.
Yes,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
that is very, very true.
Yeah. So, like you mentioned network marketing books. Do you have any one book that you would recommend someone who's just getting started? I mean, because they might be starting, they don't know where to search or how to get them, and maybe
that's a very difficult one because I've got instead of giving you one, I'll give you 3 books that have made a difference or a huge impact on me as a network marketer. Your first year in network marketing, I don't remember the authors, but I remember the titles. I'm sure if you search in Amazon using the titles, you can find them. Your first year in network marketing, and then there's the 45-second presentation, and then there's Network Marketing Pro by Eric Worre. Those are the 3 books that I would recommend to anyone who is starting with network marketing.
Okay, awesome. So so thank you so much, Nomusa. So if someone has been in this business for like 4 years, but they haven't made a lot of money from this, maybe they haven't gotten to 5 figures like you, they are stuck. They sign up 3 people and those people quit. They are spinning their wheels. What advice would you give those? For them to keep on pushing.
I think one of the things that I would advise them to do is to look into themselves and look at the model that they have been using up to now to grow their business.
Okay.
Because one of the things that I realized is, like when I first got started myself, I thought I had a list of about 10 to 12 family and friends whom I said, you know what, these are definitely going to do it. I know they are going to do it. I looked at my product, I looked at them and the lifestyles, that they were living, and I said, this is the product for them, even if they don't do the business. But you know what? Yeah. At the end of the day, you might find that those same people actually turn you down or they say no.
Yeah.
And in most cases, most people, when they experience that, they shut down.
Yeah.
They completely shut down. They run out of ideas. They don't know what to do anymore. So that is the importance of having a mentor to whom you are accountable, who will, hold you accountable to the commitment that you made. Yeah. So I would say for somebody who has been in and they've been talking to the people that they know and they feel they've exhausted their warm market or their hot market, there is a world of 7 billion people out there.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage, I know. We would need to go through another session or another, training where we talk about how to overcome the fear of talking to people or where to find people. I mean, I saw something on your website the other day where you talk about how people, can find leads that they can talk to about their businesses.
Yeah.
So be open-minded. Treat this as a business. Yeah. And continue to treat it as a business, because the likelihood is that when you hit that brick wall, you simply say it doesn't work anymore. You are staying in it probably because you love the product, but really on the business side, you are not committed, but you are saying to yourself, I want this business to work and I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
So take away the frustration, be open-minded, be willing to learn from those who have achieved before, and develop yourself. I'll go back to the same advice that I gave to the new people.
Yeah.
When you have stayed even the longest time, you can still have a new beginning.
Yeah,
There's always a new start at some point.
Absolutely.
So you can go back and regroup and start as if this is day one. Okay. Treat it as if this is day one and you are seeing this for the first time and you are saying, what resources are available to me?
Yeah.
Which people can I talk to? Who can I approach who can help me with this? And you will realize that when you have that open, positive mind, it will help you to have, to gain access to those people who can help you. That is possible and that is doable.
Wow, thanks so much. And I actually was taking some notes there. Okay, thanks so much, Nomusa, for that. I mean, you could have been doing something else. I mean, as a mother of 4 boys, and like you have a lot of team members you could have been working with right now, but you took your time to come with me on this 15-minute call. But yeah, thanks so much.
Okay, no, it's been a pleasure, Fanuel. It's always nice to see somebody, that you are working with, and to know that the success that they've got so far is because you've contributed to what they are doing. So I really appreciate you for putting your faith in me, and I'm sure your audience will benefit from this, and your team will also benefit from what we have been discussing. Yeah. Thank you so much for the time.
Absolutely. Okay. Bye, Nomusa.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.